It's so funny because I'm making a movie about sharks and I'm terrified of sharks. Like, I was under there and I was like, I still feel like there's a shark coming my way.
I saw the first film with my family. We were big fans. I loved it. I loved the thrill and the horror aspect of it, and you really felt like you were in the cage with Mandy and Claire.
So they really paved that path for us, and now we're following in their footsteps, but at the same time, what we're doing with the caves, it's unlike anything that's ever been done before. And so at the same time, we have our own challenges and our own goals to achieve.
It's such a complex shoot and such a unusual way of filming completely underwater. So we're doing something I think is groundbreaking.
When was the last time you went diving?
When I got the audition, I literally screamed to my mom. I said, Mom, can you even imagine if I got this part?
Come on, I'm getting old already.
I did watch the first movie before even being called for this. And I remember thinking, like, this whole concept of it being all the time underwater, like, you never really see that. And I thought it was, like, a really cool concept.
Are you sure about this?
I love shark movies. I love Shark Week. I love anything shark related.
That's so cool.
I was a huge fan of the first movie. When I got the audition, I texted my sister, who I watched the first movie with, and she was like, you have to do it. And I was like, well, of course I'm gonna do it.
Don't get eaten by a shark.
I played Mia. She's kind of like the odd one of the group. And when they go into these caves, when everything goes down, she becomes the leader a little bit.
Mia, you're so much stronger than you think you are.
I play Sasha. She's just moved to Mexico with her family. And Sasha wants to separate from her stepsister who's having a harder time acclimating.
Dude, your sister is so lame. She's not my sister.
And so we start in this kind of turbulent time in their relationship, which is so interesting to see over the course of the film how what happens to them really changes that relationship.
Hey, it's gonna be fun, okay?
Great, well done, guys.
My character is Alexa. I would kind of say she's the leader of the group. She is always looking for adventure, bit of a risk taker, adrenaline junkie, and I convinced the girls that we need to go on this adventure.
I'm gonna lead. Keep behind me at all times. One circle around the first cave and back.
Yes, teacher.
Nicole, I'm serious. Either you do as I say or...
My character, her name is Nicole. She keeps you on your toes a little bit. She's a little bit mischievous and likes to cause trouble.
Bye, Catherine.
She's a bit quick and sassy, and but she's always the one to take that first leap to do anything. I offered right when we saw the cliff jump to do it, and that is something Nicole would do.
What are you waiting for? It's amazing!
I was buzzing. I couldn't wait to do it.
We should take the path.
Screw the path.
This is my first project like this, so I was kind of nervous. I was gonna be working with. And I just lucked out so much.
These girls are everything to me. We bonded so close, so quickly, and I can't really imagine doing this without them.
We all said it, we were all holding our breath because you never know when you walk onto a set who you're gonna be working with, and especially something so physically demanding. And I think as women, there's this misconception that we're competitive. But really, at the end of the day, we are nothing but supportive of one another.
Mentally and emotionally, it's just such a difficult movie to film, and to have three girls that you love and can go on this journey with you, I'm so happy to have them here.
Because we're all going through this together, we can really talk to each other, help each other. They've just been so good for, like, moral support and just, like, having fun in the water.
It's kind of funny because we're all pretty similar to our own roles. So it's just cool to see the casting is so on point with our personalities.
Corinne, who plays Sasha, is like very mature and calm. And then Brie and Sistine, who play Nicole and Alexa, are like have so much energy and jumping onto each other, and they're like really crazy, which is totally like the characters.
I genuinely feel like the chemistry is there. Johannes has said it translates on screen, and that makes me so happy.
So what are we waiting for? Come on, just the first cave.
When I met with Johannes, the director, I admitted that I've never dived before, but that I was game for it. I did lie and say I was a strong swimmer. I'm not.
It's like riding a bike, right?
When I got here was really when I started my dive training and swimming, like trying to be a stronger swimmer because I'm not that great.
Try to think that, but it looked beautiful. Good. Okay, let's shoot it again.
Johannes, I met with him prior to getting the role. I said I had diving experience. I don't, I'm sorry.
3, 2, 1, action!
On the first day we got into the tank for the rehearsals, it was so funny because I think I'm an average swimmer, but the girls were having so much trouble. Everybody were like panting, we're like, this is so hard, like just basic swimming.
What the hell are you guys doing here?
Come on, we made plans.
I told you I can't.
Dude, I am going to take you to a place that no tourist would ever find in a million years.
Whoa.
I mean, how did you even find out about this place?
Filming here in the Dominican Republic has been such a pleasure. So beautiful, the beaches. That's how we bonded at first. Like, we just jumped into the ocean and we were like, I can't believe we're here.
Such a fun environment. That's why this doesn't feel like work. It almost feels like a day camp. Like, every day is fun. I go to bed happy, and then I wake up happy because I get to do it all over again.
I'm really happy that we actually shot in the Dominican Republic and not just like work with green screens, because I think it brings a lot of life to the scenes.
We get all these great jungle shots, and it was gorgeous. It was like crystal clear water. We were like jumping in and out of the water, and they were like action, but it didn't really feel like we were acting because a lot of it was just we're actually really excited to be there.
3, 2, 1, action!
The part that we shot in London was very different from the part in the Dominican Republic.
Filming in London has been a complete 360 from filming in the DR.
And London is all in the tank, so it's much different because it's like the same location every day.
So we've kind of become very much at home here. It's been great, it's been so fun, and it's really interesting to see your body change and your mentality change when you're in the water for 2 months.
We can do this.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die if we stay here.
I've built up such a confidence now being in London and being in the tank, and it's a lot more controlled. I feel a lot safer. We shot in the DR first, so I think everything was so much scarier for me. We shot in the open ocean, which was to me terrifying because I'm actually afraid of sharks. So I spent the whole time just looking around me in between takes like, am I gonna get eaten alive?
Me and Corinne were always so scared. We always keep looking down. Now that we're in a tank, we know that there's actually no danger.
Guys, did you see that? I think I saw something move.
Maybe it was a mermaid.
There's a mechanical shark in the tank that we kind of, play around with. And they'll put him in places that they don't tell us.
First week, we were shooting a scene with the tunnel, and I think it was Johannes that said, Brie, go look inside the cave just so the camera can see the shot. And I look in, and there's a shark head in there.
You know he's fake, but you're just not expecting to see him right then.
And I screamed, and everyone was like, what? And I look over, and the divers are all laughing at me. But that was really scary, but funny.
Guys, if this is some kind of joke, it's not funny. Sasha, behind you! Yeah. We're trapped!
To get into character is quite difficult because you can hear yourself breathing, you can hear everyone around you, and there's just so many different things going on. So it can be quite distracting, but for the most part, when you're panicking, which we are throughout a lot of the movie, it's easy to panic when you're underwater. We're going to die down here.
A lot of that is just genuine fear, genuine confusion on how to use the equipment, and so I think it works to our benefit.
This way, let's go!
The sets were a bit claustrophobic, and there were times where we had to breathe in a little air pocket and go through caves, and it was scary stuff, and I loved it. It gave me adrenaline. I wanted to keep going.
Guys, cave diving is dangerous.
Cave diving is dangerous.
No, Mia is right, Nicole.
Scuba diving feels like you're never having a breath of fresh air. It always feels like you can never take a really deep breath. So it is kind of like panicky at first.
When we go down, 12 people roughly go down 30 feet for 45 minutes. That was the hardest part. And once you go down knowing, I might be down here for almost an hour, and I kind of want out of here right now.
I would say the hardest part about filming underwater is the exhaustion. You'll be in the water for 40 minutes and it feels like 2 hours, and the second you step out, you feel like you've been hit by a truck.
Girls, I believe in you.
I think my time with water is about over.
I will definitely take a break from all bodies of water for a while. I don't even like taking a bath if I don't have to right now. I'd probably stay out of pools for a very long time.
I think going back in the water after filming this movie, I'm gonna have to start with a shower and then a bathtub and then a pool, and we'll work our way into the ocean because I understand that the sharks aren't real, but they feel very real, even when there's no shark while we're shooting. I've always been afraid of the ocean, so I don't think I'll be going back anytime soon.
Oh my God, there's 2 sharks! I enjoy diving a lot. I still don't think that I'm gonna do it after this. Like, I'm gonna be a certified diver, and I'm like, I think this is gonna be my one and only time.
It's a totally different vibe than the first one. It's not only just about sharks, it's more about claustrophobia. I think it's terrifying, just watching on the monitor, so.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
You're in an unnatural world, and so there's just element of discomfort and fear that's already built in there.
We're not gonna die down here.
There's a lot more suspense because we're not in a cage. We have no protection, basically, so we can get eaten like any time.
It's so scary and it's unlike anything else.
This movie's got some fantastic scares in it.
Everybody, crew, cast, we put our heart and souls in this. We've given our bodies to it. And I think people are going to see that and respect that and enjoy it. And yeah, it's gonna be scary, but it's gonna be really, really, really fun.
It's definitely an experience that I'm never gonna live again.